First Alert weather team coverage for you starts with our Jason Allen. He is east of Joshua in Johnson County. And Jason, you're seeing a lot of damage to businesses there and homes too.
Yeah, Ken. It's really kind of dotted in a long line for miles and miles all over the county. This is one of the areas of more significant damage. So when the storm came through here, it ripped a lot of the sheet metal, the siding off this big industrial company back here. They build belt conveyors and silos and things like that. It threw all of that metal this direction where there's only a couple of houses. It destroyed a shop and a garage at one house, and then the winds picked up and flipped a travel trailer, and that is where the one serious injury happened that we know of in this area. Brittany Deaton was trying to get out of that trailer. This was as the storm approached, but for some reason, she could not get the door of the trailer to open. So her father, Sean Zeleny, ran out in the storm, finding the trailer had moved and the door was blocked by the steps.
My dad had to end up throwing them out of the way. I jumped down to get out, and by the time we started running inside, the RV started rolling. All of his ribs are broken, both of his hips are broken, his nose is broken, and his ear got half cut off, and they had to sew it back on.
He was in surgery today, but she told me that he was joking like his old self. He's going to be okay. So that RV landed on top of him. Then the wind flipped it up again, back off of him. With all the power lines and all of the trees down, the neighbors told me that paramedics couldn't drive in here, so they had to walk in, and then people had to get him in a big truck and get him back out to the highway so they could get him out to the hospital. Brittany said that her dad is going to be okay. She is just glad, Ken, that he's still here. We heard that a lot from people around here today. That this could have been much, much worse. They're glad that this is the extent of the damage that they've seen so far.
Oh, he's got a lot of injuries. We certainly hope that he heals quickly there.
All right. Thank you so much, Jason. An EF1 tornado with winds estimated at 100 miles per hour swept through the city of Blue Ridge in northeastern Collin County. It ripped right through this small city's downtown.
And that's where CBS 11's Brooke Rogers joins us from. She is live this afternoon with the story from the ground there, Brooke.
Well, Ken and Karen, fortunately, there were no injuries here, but you can see the path the tornado took as it came right down this line and went straight into Joseph Keel's home. Keel and his wife were in bed and didn't even have time to seek shelter before the tornado hit. He says the wind was so strong it sealed the doors shut, and he felt the whole house shake. His roof collapsed into the bedroom and bathroom, and water flooded the hallway. It was around 10 o'clock, but he knew there were more storms in the forecast, so he and his neighbors and friends worked until 2 a.m. to cover the house with a tarp to protect it from further damage. He says it happened so fast that everyone, including his wife's 3 children, were in shock.
All of a sudden, we kept hearing something like hail hit the house. Before you know it, it was the wind, and then our phones went off, but it was too late. So we just wrote it out in the house, and we kept hearing trees hit the house. We heard something boom. So I got up, went outside, and went to the front of the house, and the roof was peeled back.
And Keel says he does not know where they will be staying tonight, but he is hoping the Red Cross will help. Coming up at 5, I'll show you the fire department administration building with a roof that actually blew across the street with the fire department inside. Live in Blue Ridge, Brooke Rogers, CBS 11 News.